another one, another one, another one.
I came to bring the pain. If you ever see me, give me that then. Believe me, I be's in the action. Rappers keep rapping, I'll leave they brains laying in they lap. And if cops try to ask me what happened, hit them with pig Latin. Chinochi achi blochi inchi glechi bechi rochi duchi sachi vechi ochi nochi ve. Try to catch me out on what I meant or what I said. Know that I ain't snitching to the feds, cause it's unheard of. Only cause I'm the one who did the murder. Have to kill a rapper claiming that he got the burner. Have to kill a rapper only rapping for the turn up. Ironically, his body never turned up. So tell me what's the lesson? Shoot first and disregard the questions. When I say shoot, I ain't talking about the weapon that go blow. Pero el en vela otra lado. Muévete pa arriba or muévete pa abajo. I'm talking about your soul and where it go if it was now. Tell me will it rise or will it fall and give a shout. If you seem to fall then I'll be there without a doubt. The devil got me and he'll never let me out. Am I really real, son? Am I really real, son? Am I really real, son? Am I really real? Give me something I can feel, son. Loaded up and killed one. Am I really real, son? Am I really real?
Welcome to the Sabrosa Podcast, everybody. I have such a special episode today. I am so excited because I have Solis here, and I feel like this moment was manifested. I literally feel like this moment was manifested. I'm so excited to present you with this podcast today because it's been awaited.
For real, for a minute.
So,
it's your boy Holly. We're in the building.
Thank you guys for having me.
Well, as you can see, that what I just played for you guys was the Bring the Pain freestyle, and it was one of the first freestyles that I saw actually on your YouTube page, and I was like, yo, that was lit. And it was even more lit because it was in Union City, and then the people in the video, like I actually knew one of the guys in it, so I was like, wow, like
shout out the spot.
Shout out to Arrow Wax Records, okay? They actually held a really dope event recently in Union City that I passed by. I didn't know. So real quick, everybody. So I am here with Solis, and I just want everybody to know like a little bit of background on him before we get into the real shits. So how old are you?
23.
23. Damn, I would give anything to be 23
24
again.
February.
Okay.
Yeah, the Jordan year.
For real.
Okay. And where are you from?
North Bergen.
Oh.
North Bergen, New Jersey. My parents are my dad's Puerto Rican, my mom is Puerto Rican and Cuban.
That's dope.
Shout out to
Puerto
Jersey.
Rican, Cuban too, yo. That's what's up.
Oh shit.
Boribano in
Hey, shout out to the Boricuas, the Cubans. I'm Dominican, the Boribanos. Ya tu sabes que lo que. You already know. So I am just really excited. I'm just gonna dive right in because I have so many questions for you. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start asking questions.
Let's do it.
So first thing I definitely want to ask you about, which was how I initially was introduced to you was through your freestyling. So I found that very interesting because I feel like when you were freestyling, like not everybody could do that. Like literally, I was like, what is this? This is something else. Like,
yeah.
So
right,
just explain this process for me a little bit.
Yeah. So like a lot of people, the word freestyle, I guess the origin of freestyle is more like a off the top, no pre-writtens, like I guess that's
literally a question that I'm going to ask.
Yeah, no,
true,
that's the origin of, freestyle. Well, is it? I don't know. I got to do my history. But in a hip hop sense, that's what people think of when they think freestyle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But a lot of times freestyles are pre-written. And if they're not fully pre-written, a lot of people would have pre-written bars just in case they fall off. They have something to hook them back on.
That's true. That's a fact. Yep.
No,
I personally never been gifted with the ability to just off the top go, bonkers. Like I was never able to do that. To me, I use the word freestyle in the sense of like, I'm not talking about nothing important. You know what I mean? Like this is just pure acrobatics with words. You know what I mean?
It's just like a feeling, like how you feel when you hear the beat and you're just going off that feeling.
I'm not trying to do nothing. I'm not trying to sway you. I don't have a perspective that I'm trying to throw at you. You know what I mean? Like it's not really the goal. It's just to wow the crowd. You feel me?
That was one of my questions. If, because I could tell that in certain parts, especially like Bring the Pain, like there was thought put into it, like
for sure.
You know what I mean? So I got the vibe like, okay, it's freestyle like, but it was written prior. So that was my question. So do you go off the dome, or I'm just...
There's been times where I would never go on a radio station
Yeah.
and just go straight off the dome. I don't have confidence in myself like
Yeah.
that. But there's been times where me and my boys would freestyle, and it's like once in a blue moon, I'll hit a stride like, whoa, you feel me? Like,
Yeah.
I think it was the New Year's of 2019.
Mm-hmm.
It was me and a bunch of boys in a room, and I just went off, and everybody was like, yo, we gotta stop. That shit was crazy. But that was the only time. That was the only time.
You feel that shit, yo.
Yo.
You feel
Yeah.
that shit. You feel that
Yeah.
shit.
I mean, just real quick, when I was on his YouTube, he did a freestyle. It's called King's Freestyle, and yo, you was going in like your eyes, everything. Your whole like I could see the emotion, and it was crazy. Like he even mentioned at the end, he was like, "Yo, everybody in this room is tearing right now." Like
That's crazy.
people felt that shit.
Shout out to King.
Yeah, shout out to him. Like literally, shout out to you on there too because I was like, yo, like he went off.
Yeah, I do know some good freestylers though. Like straight off the dome, they'll be like, "Give me a word," and they'll just like Ethan Ross. There's Ethan Ross, and another guy I know is Turkish Royale.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, those guys, you give them anything and they'll just run with it. It's crazy. I look at them like, whoa, how you do that? It's definitely a talent, and I think it is something that you could build and work on. You know what I mean? Like train your brain how to do it, but I don't know, not for me. I'm a deep thinker. I like to
Right? You're more of a writer?
Yeah, I like to consider myself a writer. Like,
Okay.
yeah, I wouldn't step into that field and be like, yeah, I do that. You know? Never.
Yeah. So that's
Yo, everybody has their own process.
yeah, like
Yeah.
everybody has their own process.
Everybody.
Some people, I don't do music, but I feel like I've seen mad people do music. Some people sit there with a pen and paper.
You've been
Some
in the
people
you've been in the studio
yeah, I've been in
with
the
us.
studio. Some people sit there with their phone. Some people sit there and don't write nothing down and just go in. So it's just that's why I like asking these questions because everybody has their own process. And I really feel like the way that you write, I could tell you're actually like putting thought into it. You're not just writing something that like for like. I mean, no shade, but like not to be TikTok famous or like clout like that doesn't really say anything. You're actually like putting full sentences, thoughts. Like I can actually like understand what you mean. Mm-hmm. And talking about what you mean, I actually want to reference something real quick that you have a new song named Kuli Kaga, which is actually funny as hell. Shout out to that song.
Another
I
one.
posted it on the podcast page. It's mad funny. I love that title, by the way. I think it was dope because I think... So, please tell me, how did you come up with this title of this song?
Yeah, no, that was great, right? So you gotta know, like, that is my second, I believe, like reggaeton record. Just strictly all Spanish. And my first reggaeton record that I dropped, it was on SoundCloud. It was called Me Llamó.
Okay.
And that track was very serious. It's as if like you took Solis in the English language and just like put him in the Spanish realm, and it's the same person. You know, like very serious,
No,
very
I heard
messagey.
some of your Spanish stuff. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's very much like a deep song, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I was at work, I had my headphones on, and I started going through some reggaeton beats because I was like, yo, I want to keep practicing this thing. And I was doing the reggaeton music to also practice my Spanish. Not even as like a really to put music out type shit, more like to just practice the way I speak and learn the language more.
Yeah.
And as this beat came on, which was the Culo Cagao beat,
Yeah. Yo, I
It was
can't.
such-
just sounds
Like,
so
I love
Yo.
it.
the beat was
You
so...
gotta see the cover art.
Crazy?
Oh,
Oh,
we're
man.
gonna put that shit in here. Like,
Yo,
literally.
that ass. It's me on a toilet reading
Literally reading a paper.
Especialito on the fucking
Yo,
toilet.
el especialito, bugs.
That's crazy, yo.
Yeah, so... But yeah, the beat just had mad room and mad area and I'm like, bro, I need to go hard on this beat.
Yeah.
So like I'm thinking about a hook, and everything that's coming out of my mouth is serious. It has a message. It's like, and then I'm like, wait, let me let this beat ride. You know what I mean? Let me not say nothing too much. Don't let me put every word in every space.
Yeah.
Like, bro, this beat is so hard. It needs to ride. And then I started saying just two words in Spanish, 2 words. And I'm like, this serious shit ain't hitting.
Say
And I
Culo
was-
Cagao.
Yo.
And I'm like, yo, what can I say that would be impactful,
Okay.
but would still let the beat breathe
Yeah.
and people would still be interested?
Yeah.
True. That's a
And then you just said like, fuck it.
And
culo
I said,
caga.
the words just came out, Culo Cagao, and the beat just rode, and I was like, word, this is it. This
Yo.
is it. Yo.
Nigga, you know what's crazy? I had personal like I said, everybody has a thought process.
Yeah.
And I was in the studio with Jada, and the nigga, he don't write. He'll just walk around the room 1,000 times, bro. Like
pacing?
Like if he has ADHD, walk around, sit down, roll up a blunt, smoke, stand up, look at a wall for a minute, walk around. It's like the thought process. Like what you know what I'm saying? Everybody has a different thought process. Niggas have to smoke 5 blunts before they write a song.
Yeah.
Or some niggas I know niggas that will get on Molly because they needed it.
No, yeah, there's like the scissor or something,
all
like
that
people
shit.
with the lean and
Listen,
stuff like
bro.
that. Like people just, they have to, I don't know, like sometimes
It's just different.
it unlocks the creativeness, I guess. I don't know.
Not for nothing, a lot of, if we look at a lot of artists, like real artists, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like not just rappers or musicians, but even painters and storytellers, like story writers. They just, it's the same process for them. They'll get high as shit. They'll drink. I think it's like a thing of the artist. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I feel like it unlocks their creativity in a way, or they feel like they can channel a different type of creativeness or energy that they don't when they're not off that or whatever.
yeah, I don't know
But
what it is.
I
don't know what it
definitely
is.
know personally people that I know that if they're not drunk or under the influence or something, they can't like do their
normal-
best
Yeah.
work.
Yes.
It's
That's
sad,
crazy.
but it's literally like a thing, and
That's
it's
crazy.
you know,
That's a fact.
it
No,
sucks, you know, but I
They
mean,
can't even perform the way. Like I know what you mean. Like they need
like
it.
some of the greats, like even like look for example, like Amy Winehouse, she was like a great singer,
Yo.
but she was a drunk.
I heard Hector Lavoie. They used to find that nigga in a crack house before he had to perform in Madison Square Garden.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. Like shit was
You know what
crazy.
is that,
That's
bro?
crazy.
Wild.
That's
wild.
crazy.
They knew where he would like. Okay, we already know where he's at. The limo will pull up in Harlem to the crack house, the dope house, whatever it was,
Wow.
knowing he has a Madison Square Garden sold out show. Get high first and go straight over there and murder the fucking the set he had. Shit is crazy, bro. Or
Nah.
what's his nigga? What's his name that he played the Star Spangled Banner with the guitar?
Damn,
I forgot his name.
there's so many people.
Well, he used to take acid and put it in his bandana
And let it just
And let it-
melt into his shit.
No. and kill it.
Like in his pores.
in his pores. He put it. It's a ill. I forgot his name. I
What?
forgot his name. And I'm into music. And the nigga would put a acid on his bandana and go
Oh,
off.
ballistic. Yeah, but
And I'm talking about
rip it.
Woodstock.
Well, rip it.
So people have their own thought process when it
Yeah.
comes to that. Look at Future. He used to drink the lean and do all
Yeah.
this other shit before he even got into his, like, you know,
Wayne,
Yeah.
They chose
and then
drugs.
when
I
they
was,
get,
I always, not that I always wish, but one of my things was like, bro, one day I want to get high and just like try to write a record. You know what I mean? I was never able to do that, but fuck it. It wasn't
Like-
for me. If it never came, it wasn't for me.
I feel
yeah,
you.
yeah. Fuck it. Yeah, just what's for you is for you, and then, like don't try to force anything.
Yeah.
Right? I like don't try to force anything. Well, with that being said, I actually have a very special video to show you guys. Solis was actually recently on Revolt TV. Once we come back from showing you this video, we're gonna get more into it, but I definitely want you all to check this out. It's called Humble Beginnings, and it's super dope. Check it out.
Look at my lifestyle, the world is mine now. Linguini, pasta, shrimp, and lobster with Alfredo, they know eating's on my mind. How you figure there's elixir in my wine house? Hold up, man, time out. Rejected you never with them before I sign out. The time's now.
They see the team eating, they wanna try out. I see niggas who claim they the realest turn into buyouts. The cookie crumbles. Went from dimes to buying bundles. Dirty money getting funded, recycled and then it doubles.
But my struggles left us humble when hungry. My lighted tunnel stretched forever, so I rap to the beat when my tummy rumbles. No rebuttals, take a look at Papa.
they hit the Zaza. Don't wanna walk, porfa dame chavo pa la guagua.
If I lie, it's only me praising them through my sala.
Only obligated to speak to people who in my eyes are genuine and never been hateful when I make my strides.
Picasso painted my mind the wickedest with the outlines.
I work too hard, you cannot stop me. You don't make shit from what I eat, yeah. The whole world see me winning, but they don't know about my humble beginnings, oh my. Niggas don't know where I came from. Niggas don't know where I came from. Niggas don't know where I came from. Give me a chance, so I'ma take. I've been consistent with keeping it solid, nah, I never could fold. I'm giving you game, the type that's supposed to be sold and not to be told. Yeah, still ain't give me a plaque, but I got a heart made of gold. And ever since I done got poppin', these niggas be watching and looking like, whoa.
Mírame papo the minute I flow, like míralo, Speedy Gonzalez aquí, and nobody compete with him, dímelo, see, no people know I'm the one, ain't no one, and no wonder I wonder the world like I'm keeping low, see this, so burning the game, and you need to go quick, booty sick, and respect the American hero.
Figaro. This not an opera, auntie inside of the sister to mama, I'm pocket his drummer. You don't wanna box him, niggas tryna pop him, I can find an option, you get an Oscar. Look away sticks, no Harry Potter, you was never there like Carrie's father. Gotta do a big no Larry Lobster, and I'm about to wait till the Perry's locker.
Won't leave him alive, wait, hold up, I gotta shoot with the pen. Some niggas ignore me, but now they all checking my style, but it's cool, I'm determined to win. Stand on my words, niggas know I'm the king of this shit, ain't no doubling back because I'm direct with
minds, bruh. I hate you like the letter that's right by the. I work too hard, you cannot stop me. You don't make shit from what I eat, yeah. The whole world see me winning, but they don't know about my humble beginnings, oh my. Niggas don't know where I came from. Niggas don't know where I came from. Niggas don't know where I came from. Give me a chance, so I'ma take one.
Yo, that was fire. Okay, that was fire, yo. Thank you. When I watched that like 3 times back to back.
Shout out the boys.
Yo, yes. So your boys, like these are your friends. Did you guys meet for the first time doing this? Like, tell me.
Nah, I'm blessed to know these guys.
These are like your guys.
Yeah, nah, it's blessed to know a lot of people that I know in terms of music, because it's. I know a lot of people think this shit is gas, but like, you know how people look at some of their favorite famous artists, like that's the way I look at these guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's that track was me, Samad Savage, Blaze the Rebel, and Jay Wonder. Yeah,
fire. It was guys, so good.
That's so fire.
Those guys I met years ago through mutual connections, and somehow we all linked up. They all knew each other. Mm-hmm. I was sort of the one that just, found my way in through certain connections.
Fire.
That's dope. That's dope. That's networking.
Fire.
Yeah, so for that track, that is going on Blaze the Rebel's album that he's dropping soon. I wish I knew the date so I could just, say that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I think it's the 20 something.
Well, shout out to that. Look out for that. It's going to be on that, the song?
One.
Yeah, that's
well, Humble Beginnings is going to be on that.
Another one.
Yeah, so he kind of put us together and we just wrote verses and it just turned out the way it turned out.
Well, that was one of my questions. So when you all were recording this song, were you all in the same room or did everybody do their verse like separately? Because it sounds like y'all was all in sync with the way y'all all jumped in. It sounded like y'all was all kind of in the same room when this was being done. Yeah, I felt like it was very consistent. Like he said this and then you were like following up with it. He was following up with it. It was dope. I enjoyed it.
So we recorded in Samad's house. He came to his crib. He played the beat. He said, yo, I want us to do this record. And then we were like, all right, bet. We just started writing. Samad finished his verse first. He went. And then I was like, bet, I'm going to go off that. Then I did a little bit. I was like, all right, yo, you come in now. Just plotting it out.
Yeah.
Then when the second verses rolled around, we stopped. If you watch the video, so like Blaze goes, I climb over the wall.
Yo, that was cool. When you came out of nowhere, like you literally were like,
bro, that shit.
Yo, y'all gonna see what I'm talking about.
That's fine.
That shit, it looks like a one take when you watch it.
Yeah.
We did that shit mad times. The next day I was barely able to walk on my ankle. That shit was bad.
And then you were mad high in the air. I'm like, that was literally one of my questions. Like, how, like, you were like climbing, like what? Like, did you have to go up a ladder? Like, what happened?
We found a spot that was like a busted, I guess they stopped doing construction on it. They were going to pick it up whenever, but we went and there was this big ass that wall with the huge ass hole in it.
Yeah.
So
it was
Samad,
cool.
Samad looks at it. He's like, "Yo, Blaze, you spit your verse first, right? So you should climb over that wall and jump off."
Oh,
What?
And we're all looking at it.
That sounds
Blaze
like
is-
a orthopedic trip.
This nigga's just like this. His legs is like,
That sounds like an orthopedic
fuck.
trip waiting to happen. Thank goodness you guys are okay.
Samad was like, "Yo, if I went first, I would have did it, but my verse is third."
Yeah.
And then Blaze is like, "Yo, bro, that shit is too high. I can't do it." So when I seen it in my head, I'm like, bro, that's too good of a clip to not have it in the video.
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, fuck that, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
And then I did it like twice, but it really hurt my ankles. So then I found like some little pallets
Yeah.
and stacked like 3 of them.
And you
as a
jumped
landing
up.
strip.
Yeah.
And then I had to use like a half broken fence to lean on the
Oh
wall
my
as a little ladder
That's
to get
crazy.
across.
Yo.
Sheesh.
Bruh, and
The
even-
vision, the things you do for the vision.
Yeah, I'm trying to win an Oscar. You feel me? I do my own stunts.
Will.
Another
Oh, you
one.
will.
Another one.
So Revolt TV, how did that come about? How did that come about? Like, did you reach out? Did they reach out to you? Did like how did that happen?
Through the superstars that I call my friends.
That's amazing.
so-
That's a big deal.
Yeah, somebody from
Congratulations.
Thank you. Somebody from Revolt TV, I guess like one of the people who, you know, scouts out and
Yeah.
stuff like that. He had seen the video and hit up Blaze and was like, yo, I want to air it, this and that. And Blaze was like, hell yeah, I give him the green light.
Hells yeah.
Those companies buy mad content.
Yo, listen, they're watching.
Why not?
They're watching. That's what that
Why
means, that they're
fucking-
watching. So
why
just keep
fucking
working.
not?
Keep working. That's all that means.
You might see the podcast on you might see the podcast on there one day.
Listen, we out
Sabrosa
here.
Podcast, you know?
We working because we love this, but we're also working because we want to get rich too.
Yes.
That wouldn't hurt, you know?
Y'all trying to take out Drink Champs.
You know?
Yo, listen.
Shout out to them too, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to them. Listen, one day, listen,
Why not,
Noriega,
man? Why not?
I'm your
man?
girl.
For real.
I'll go on there and talk some shit. You heard? I seen you on Marriage Boot Camp, my guy. You got some shit to get together, okay?
Hey, yo.
Oh, man. So we discussed your experience filming The Humble Beginnings, which is dope. And how was it? Also, another question I want to ask you. How was it working? Because I know you do your thing solo. So how was it working in a group setting? Did you feel like it had its difficulties? Did you feel like it was easy? Did you feel like how did you feel?
I mean, as an artist, I think you get used to doing like songs with other people.
Yeah.
But it was a different experience in terms of like having 4 dudes on one track. You know what I mean? So while
Yeah.
I was there, I kept thinking to myself as I'm writing, like, bro, these are beasts. Like, I gotta make sure I'm not wasting a word. You know what I mean?
feel you.
Yeah.
That was the
point.
And I feel like, not for nothing, not to cut you off, but I feel like egos, there's like 4 egos in the room.
Not really.
So it's like, yo, like,
Not really.
let me rewrite this.
I know it sounds
Nah?
like gas.
Nah?
He looked at me
there's
like,
there's some artists that I think there's some artists that like he's like, yeah, I send my verse first. I don't care.
Yeah.
There's some niggas that give us a feature, they'll send it first. There's some artists that will wait for that person to be done.
So they could come back,
Damn.
yeah.
nah, they're very humbling. Like, all of them.
No, they
You know what
sound dope.
They'll keep it a buck, like,
Yeah.
yo, we gotta put him last. Or like, yo, you should start it. Like, they're very honest. They're very...
That's what
Yeah.
you need, yo.
Yeah, I never feel
what you
uncomfortable with them. They always give me the greatest of vibes.
I got the
never-
great vibe from you guys. Like, I literally got a
Yeah.
vibe that y'all was like all best friends. Like, that's the vibe that I
Nah,
got
for
from
real,
the video.
for real.
And the way y'all was all rapping and bigging each other up in the video, I was like, yo, they're definitely friends.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that's dope. I found it cool because you don't see that a lot. So I think it was dope.
But it definitely was a little nerve wracking, especially because the second verse is like, the first was like warm ups. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then Blaze came in. I've been consistent with keeping it solid. Nah, never can fold. Giving the game the type that's supposed to be sold, but not to be told. You know what I mean? And I'm like, oh,
You gotta
shit.
jump into that. You gotta, you know.
Yo, bro, I was like,
Sweating.
yo, I was like, fuck. You know what I mean? Because you know you gotta go
That's
fast.
that
after
good
that.
nervous though.
For real.
Yeah, nah, but
real.
it definitely, like,
It's a-
you hear it, it pushes people
Yeah.
to, like, you know, go the extra mile.
And that's the good part, that it's like you guys all push each other to create your best verses. I really feel like you guys did great. It was awesome, and I understand why Revolt TV aired it, because it definitely needed its shine.
Yeah,
It
watch
needed
out, we
that.
coming back with more.
Yo, now that we're on that subject, because that was my next question.
Oh,
It's
word?
like you're just reading my mind over here. So
Ahead of my time.
do we have any upcoming projects coming from you? Do we have anything that you want to tell the people that you don't want to be a secret? Maybe like a little sneak.
I'm trying to, along with the reggaeton records that I already have out, I'm trying to like compile a little EP or something for the strictly like reggaeton tracks that I have. And then I've been sitting on my ass with music that's like, I wouldn't say consumable in a sense of like, oh shit, but like shit that I feel is like heartfelt and shit that's been tossed to the side. So it's like, let me put those together and try to put, you know, some of that out. So hopefully that comes about. But, you know, this music shit is not cheap.
It's not at all.
It's not cheap. So
Another one.
Hell no.
being that it's not cheap, they probably gonna get the group project first. So me, Blaze, Samad, J Wonder, we decided to come together as a collective, and we're gonna drop
Target neutralized.
album on them.
You feel me?
Yeah,
Target
that's
neutralized.
smart. It's not cheap. And actually, pause. Let's stay right there. That's actually a very good point. Like, you know, when you do create, you want to do your best work because it's not cheap. So you want to go into the studio ready. You don't want to be in there so many hours, right?
Yeah.
And like,
Oh, hell no.
you know what I mean? I mean, as a Boogs, as an engineer,
Yo, listen, I
talk
don't
to
see
us.
niggas,
because that's another perspective.
like, I done seen guys knock out a mixtape in one session.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
because they're ready.
Ready, like,
Yeah.
and then niggas, there's some that will spend 5 hours on one song.
I've been in the studio when there's mad procrastinating going on, and
Bro,
Boogs
niggas
is
get
just
high,
sitting there
niggas
like,
get
yo.
stuck. And then, like,
Yeah.
I could only do but so much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what you want me to do? You want me to do it for you?
I
You know what I'm
mean,
saying?
if-
Like,
Yeah.
But it's just so, I mean, if as a outsider looking in, if you're coming in, you should be ready because it's your money. But if you want to waste it, that's fine, right?
Yeah, it's
it is
true.
what it is. But I feel like in your case, that's smart because then you guys are coming together as a collective, and then your guys are doing. Obviously, you guys are there to work. Y'all gonna come ready. That way, boom, boom, everybody knocks their stuff out. Y'all make a awesome tape. I'm gonna be looking out for that.
Definitely.
Hells yeah, I'm definitely
hell
gonna.
yeah. I'm with that.
I'm definitely gonna look out for that. Is there another question? Is there any particular songs that you are your favorite out of all, or were your favorite to create, or that you are the most memorable in your opinion?
I think every song kind of has like its own. Yeah, of course, there's some that is just like, yeah, I did that. Like my
Yeah.
first project is like, yeah, I did that.
Yeah,
I get what I was trying to do, but I just wasn't sharp yet. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Then I have songs like one of my personal favorites is "Save the World,"
okay,
where it's like it's very singy. There's only the last verse is a rap verse,
okay.
and it's like, I don't know, it's so heartfelt that it really feels like it's. I don't mean to sound corny, but like it speaks to my soul. You know what I mean? Like I feel like if my soul had something to say, that track would be that. Then there's "Power of Love," where I feel like it's almost the same thing. You know what I mean? It's like you could rap from a perspective of these clothes and the style and this and that, but those songs more so are like very internal. It's not some shit. It's some shit you play by yourself. You know what I mean? When you just trying to chill out and
Yeah,
on some meditation type of thing. So those two tracks are really my favorite in terms of like when I really feel like, you know, I need to sit with myself. I would hear those tracks and be like, okay, this is me. You know what I mean? At my core.
you
At
feel
least-
like that represents you the most.
yeah,
Those songs
yeah.
represent you the most.
Yeah, because you have different personalities. You know, you're a certain person when you're with your family. You're a certain person when you're with your friends. You're a certain person, like, you know what I mean. But those songs is like my personality when I'm with me. You
Nah,
feel me?
for
So-
real, I just
Yeah.
see niggas transform
Damn.
into something else. Yo, listen.
yeah, nah.
Yo, this game comes with a lot of faces, you know?
Yeah,
so this
for
shit's
sure.
tough, you know?
And it's
Yo.
it can be hard to remain yourself. I feel like you
Oh
know.
my god.
Some
yeah.
people
It can be very difficult. It could be easy just to get in the superficial.
fold. That's the word.
Yeah. They
like-
just give in.
Some people be like, I'm gonna stay righteous, and you know, and then
They
they
go all weird.
it's like meeting this person that says, look, I'm gonna change your life, but you gotta do it like this.
Nah.
And then what happens that, you know, a lot of us that don't come from a lot see some opportunity like that, and we fall for it for not even knowing the shit behind it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
It gets very complicated.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, there's been
It's
times where,
expensive for
and you know what
artists
even
and
sucks
everything.
even more is that when you do the right thing or what you perceive to be the right thing, it's considered in the public eye the stupid thing. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That, or you know, like that. Where you was like, but you have to do this.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
like when you don't do that, everybody around you like, bro, you just fumbled the bag.
Yeah, exactly. Yo,
Yup.
you give you 100,000, but you know we own half of your rights and this and that. And they're like, damn, for real, like. And what you do, you say no to the 100,000.
And then it's like they make sure that it's like you need that 100,000. So that's
They put it at that point.
but then you're just in debt to them
They
forever.
look-
That's
they-
the whole
they-
thing.
They look for people like I say us.
Yeah.
meaning like we work, we figure it out. You know, we're blessed of being alive, but blessed like my parents ain't rich.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? My mom, you know what I'm saying? She worked all her life. You know what I'm saying? So like to flash 100,000 right there cash, but yo, you gotta sign this. That shit is of course they're gonna say yeah.
Yeah, of course they're gonna take the 100,000, but not knowing that they're giving up millions of dollars by taking that 100,000.
If think about it, if they're giving you 100,000, they probably think we can make $1 million off this nigga.
Mm-hmm. But that's why you stay as an independent artist is the most way. And I feel like nowadays,
Everybody
please
knows,
chime
yeah.
in.
That's the
I
new
mean,
wave. That's the
yeah,
new wave.
nah.
You know,
Independence.
This industry-
you would want to stay as an independent artist,
Yeah,
correct?
Yeah.
But if presented with the right circumstances.
Yes, of course, right? So, I mean, I can't say that situation. As a single
Overall.
artist, I can speak for myself.
Yeah,
As
yeah.
an individual artist, I feel like the best thing would be to be independent,
Right?
right?
Of course, yeah.
Business wise.
It's just a
I
longer
had-
process. That's all it is.
Yeah.
If I had that contract where I keep my masters and
That's
the
tough,
prices
man.
is right,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Then of course it's like, all right, foot in the door and
Yeah.
a little more leverage than usual. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But this game is super fucking corny. Like as a young kid, I thought we always think, yo, if I could just get in front of this guy
Mm-hmm.
and spit some bars for him, or if I could get in front of this guy, and all the people that you look up to as lyricists or like famous artists, little do you know, now they out here on Instagram having their team rob independent artists for
It's
money.
true.
Yo, I see you working. Let's. I'm not even gonna say names. I should be saying names because fuck them. You know what I mean?
It
You
be
a,
like
you
that.
an established
Yo.
artist and you sign and you're a legend and you out here on Instagram allowing your team. Out of here! And you're on Instagram allowing your team to fuck independent artists over.
Oh, I know what you're talking
You know
about.
what I'm talking about. Yo, I'm gonna put you on a mixtape.
Yo, listen, I
Fuck
don't.
outta
Yo, I
here.
recorded.
But then they
Nick,
just take
the
your
legends.
Yo, let me
I'm
tell you
talking
something.
legends.
Let me tell you
I'm
something.
talking legends.
I
No.
done
That
recorded,
shit's
man.
fucked
I
up.
tell every artist this. I record
Pardon
every
my French.
artist. Everybody I deal with that hits me up and tells me, yo, Jadakiss hit me up in the DM. Yo, Fat Joe hit me up in the DM. Yo, Game hit me up in the DM.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, bro. It's coming from their page, but it's somebody else, bro.
It's somebody else. Like
You know what I'm saying?
somebody with
Yeah, and
any,
I
it
some
could be
type of money,
anyone.
you know
and
what I'm
a lot of people be like, oh, but it's not them. Clearly it's not them. You know what I mean? But it's like, bro, that's your team. If I allowed my team to go on my account and dirty my name and go rob other artists, it's not me, but that reflects on me because that's
course.
my team.
That's
You feel
making you
me?
look bad.
That looks bad. That looks
yeah.
horrible.
It does, but you know what it is? That it doesn't get that far to them. You understand? It doesn't get up to far to the chain.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
niggas don't. Cool, they make the money, but it's like, are you gonna believe the nigga that's not signed
Yeah.
to a nigga that's signed? Like, yeah, so what we did do, it wasn't me. Like he
Yeah,
said,
but
it was
then
the
they
team.
straight up take stuff. I've
No, I-
seen it all the time, like in the blogs, because I be watching the blogs and stuff
That
like
happens,
that.
that happens.
And I see like almost every week, like this person gets slammed for robbing this person's song or concept, or even like big names of people, like literally taking word for word from other artists.
Bye, have a great
It's
time.
not right.
At all.
I don't think that's cool. And I feel like if you're mainstream and you're like big, you should be able to write your own stuff. You're already at a certain stature. Like, why you gotta take from other people? I think that's
do
whack.
that. They do that, man. The pandemic fucked up a lot of
Or
shit.
they
for
got
niggas.
enough money
Yeah.
that they could pay them for a verse or pay them for the song. Just buy from them,
Yo, when I know someone that Fat Joe hit them up, right? And Fat Joe was like, "Yo, give me 5,000. Give me 5,000, and I'll do something." Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
My nigga,
Right?
come on.
The
my nigga.
hell?
Come on,
5G?
That
my
sounds
nigga.
mad sketch.
Like for real. Like, what you gonna do for 5Gs? For
Wait,
5Gs?
actually, it was really Fat Joe?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
like
it was
from his page.
I thought it was like,
Like what
another
he's
person.
talking about. Nah,
Yeah.
real Fat Joe.
5,000 though?
Blue check, and I'm like, yo, my nigga, like not for me. It was somebody else.
Yeah.
And I be telling artists, listen,
That's damn.
that 5,000, save it on promoting yourself on Instagram or
And a
Facebook
lot of-
or something.
Or
Like
you could like shoot a video with
Do
that. You could do
something.
something studio
that.
time.
Pay out your studio time.
Yeah,
And
for like
a lot of them will try to like guilt trip you into thinking like you don't care about your craft. Like, bro, you
Bullshit.
gotta invest in yourself. That's what they'll say. Invest in yourself.
yeah.
I get it, but you know that's not smart. That's not smart investing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've
That's
had a
smart
couple
investment.
mogul guys hit me up on Instagram, like, you know, social media people. And like I have this guy, something the mogul. I don't know his first name, but he like works with French, Tyga, them people. And he did that to me. Like he was like always DMing me. I say his name because I think he's a bitch, because I think that's whack. I think that you hitting up people and creating this program so you could plug people in. I think so you could plug people in as like an assistant or whatever. Like, bro, like you're whack. Like you're robbing people's money. You're just trying to get like what you said, somebody from their camp to follow your page, and then they're gas, but it's not even the artist following them. And then he's charging like $500 initial, and then he charges monthly. And there's people literally, like I was in the group chat because I was gonna try it out, because you know I'm not dumb. So I was like, let me see what's up, right? So he puts me in the group chat, and it's like mad people, and they all paid him. And he's not doing nothing. Like, he's just telling them, like, oh, don't worry, I'm going to get you a meeting with this person. I'm going to get you a meeting with that person. But, like, I could tell, like, he's scamming he's scamming them. And I'm like, wow, that's mad whack. Yeah, I'm like, that's mad whack, because I'm like, yo, are you serious? Like, I'm not that thirsty. Like, it's not happening. But I understand what you guys are saying. Yeah, I feel like that's whack. And literally, he was like, oh, do you have PayPal, this, that? And till this day, he sends me emails, like, trying to get me in this program.
Get the fuck
And I'm like, yo, like, you're still using Tyga's name? Like, bro. I'm sorry, but, like, I'm sorry. Like,
you're shutting this nigga down,
like,
bro.
I don't care. Mogul, whatever your name was, you're whack. And I hope you see this one day. I hope I blow up and you're blasted. You're blasted. I'll be in LA blasting you in a couple of years.
Jeez.
Yeah. Shout out to my South man, yo. Shout out to Bugs.
You heard me.
Shout out to Bugs,
Yeah,
yo.
but independent is organic, so
It's organic, you know what I mean? And I feel like when you're independent, for example, like this podcast is independent. You're independent. When we're independent. When we're independent, we could do whatever we want. We say whatever we want. It is what it is.
And then the good deals that we were talking about, like Joe Rogan, he always be talking about how great his Spotify contract is.
Yeah.
Nigga got 100 million.
Yo,
allow
he's
him-
balling.
200 million, I think they gave that nigga a front.
Yeah, I like his podcast.
They don't censor him. They
buy-
allow him to do whatever.
Bro, his content. That's all they do. Buy the
Wow.
content.
Yeah, because podcasts are like in a space where like it's not like the record industry yet, so they can't really 360 you.
200 million.
Yeah, so yeah, it's like in an area
that
where
some shit,
there's a lot of
man?
money in ads and things like that. People, yeah, it's crazy.
200 million
Yeah.
up front. Like, yo, here,
That's
hold
dope.
up.
And the motherfucker's already rich.
Hold
like,
that.
didn't he do? Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't he do like Fear Factor or something?
Yeah,
like
it
that?
was, you know what happened? After that Elon Musk interview, gone. Yo, Elon Musk, you ever hear this shit? Come to our shit in,
Yo,
in New Jersey.
Come over here, Elon Musk. What happened?
real.
I saw like a bunch of stuff, but what ended up happening with that?
And nigga went to, but that was what?
Elon Musk, what? Like he got.
He smoked weed on his
Smoked
podcast.
weed with that nigga on the podcast,
Oh,
bro.
And everybody blew
That
it
nigga
up.
was blowing it down,
Oh
bro.
shit!
That's nigga. After that nigga was gone.
Damn.
They gave that nigga that video. If you look it up on YouTube, millions. I think it's already touching $1 billion.
Damn.
So think about it. People
Talk
buy
about viral.
Spotify, iTunes. Well, people, content is the new thing. So you're gonna see mad people. If you hot, perfect example. They reached out for him. Yo, can we post this? Y'all probably could have got money off that video, and
Yeah.
not thinking about just, oh shit, it's Revo. Fuck it.
Yeah.
They literally, not saying they took your content, but
Yeah.
like, oh, that's some fire content. Maybe we could put this.
We
on
could
here.
use
We
that.
could use that.
To,
But they could have thrown an ad in there and then they made money off of it.
yeah.
But they,
But that's
But
how
they,
it works.
but the way that it should work is they should throw the bread.
You know, like I fuck
You
with
know?
this content. Can we pay you a
Yeah.
couple hundred to?
but that's
At least
you
a
know,
little
that's
something.
corporate America, baby.
But we need opportunity. We need the eyes. We need the.
So that's what I'm saying. It ends up
Yeah.
working out like that.
Yeah.
Ends up working out like, you
And
know
guess
what
what?
I'm
We
saying?
don't
Yeah.
spend no money.
Fuck it.
It's only there for a couple
But
days. You know what I mean?
just
Then
wish
goes
it
back.
wasn't like that. Like
I know.
sometimes I
I
wish
know.
it was fair. You know what I mean? And I feel like,
There's nothing fair in this fucking world.
yo, there's not. It's not. It's like there's like a saying like it's not what you. It's like what you could take in this world. It's not like what you know. It's like what you could
It's
take
true.
or something like
It's
that.
true, though.
Yeah, I mean it sucks.
It's not what you know. It's who you know.
Definitely.
Yeah, It's not. Yep. And your what is it? Your net worth is by your network or something like that. Network determines your net worth.
There you go.
There you
Something
go.
like that.
Yo.
It's true.
Yo. Actually, what are some things that you can shed light on other artists that are trying, like other rappers that are coming in that are trying to become rappers? What are some things that some advice that you would give them?
That's always been like something that's really tricky for me because it's like I get wanting to be like, yo, give me the keys and the tricks to what I gotta do. And it's like, I think, again, shit sounds super cheesy, but like the best thing you can do is literally be who you are and do that music that way. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times people will send you links and 10 times out of 10, they're doing the same shit that you hear already, like the new shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's popping now? And it's like, I guess that's cool because I grew up on the 90s shit and I guess I carry that with me and I still do it. You know what I mean? So I get it, but I like to believe that I do me. You know what I mean? Like Save the World, Power of Love, Last Winter. Like those songs, clearly it's not like I'm out here trying to make a fucking radio record.
I feel you. No.
I'm out here making music.
Yeah.
So I feel like that, the one thing I could say is like, what's your goal? You know what I mean? If you're trying to get in front of a TV and a radio, I can't do nothing for you. I have no information because I've said
yet.
fuck that a lot of times and a long time ago. You know what I mean? So not to say it's bad to be like, yo, let me try to make a radio record. That's part of art. You know what I mean? Like
Another one.
Let me try to tap in. You would want to do that. And I'm pretty sure like reggaeton, that's pretty common. And if you go to my reggaeton records, aside from Me Llamo, you could easily have the argument of, oh, he's just doing whatever every reggaeton artist does today. Super true. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I get that. But guess what?
I feel you.
You could hear all my music and say, oh, okay, this isn't his entirety. You know what I mean?
You do have a lot of versatility, in my opinion.
you.
You
Exactly.
have Spanish records. You
So-
have English records.
And in the English language, I can't. It's super weird. Like I found out, like with Spanish, I'm able to free myself up more. Like I'm able to be more stupid, more, you know, like playful, more lit.
Yeah.
So it's like I can't do it in English for some reason. I guess like the English language just doesn't allow me to, because it's like culo cagao, right?
Yeah.
In English, I can't be like, you got a shitty ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
It's just-
can't. You got a shitty ass. Ding, ding,
Yeah,
ding, ding.
you got me?
You got a shitty
Shitty
ass.
ass.
Ding, 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 ding. You got some tissue. Ding, 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 ding.
But in Spanish, you say that shit and it just rides the beat so smooth. It don't.
No,
you
it's
get
true.
what I'm saying? So it's like that lane of Spanish music is usually for when I need to get that part of me out because I'm not just this one serious sage in a mountain, you know, around weed plants and, you know, waiting for God. There's diversity in me too, so I have to let that be shown some way. And much respect to the reggaeton artists that came before me, the ones that are here now, Bad Bunny, you got Tego Calderón, you got Residente, you got Don Omar, you got
Wisin y Yandel,
all
you
of them,
got
all of them.
Arcángel, they're all lit.
I would never claim to be, you know, a full reggaeton artist or the illest reggaeton artist or nothing. Shout out to all of them. And I'm trying to respect that field as much as I can. I don't want nobody thinking I'm like, you know, jocking or riding. But again, for the people that are trying to do music, I personally think if you're trying to do it for the radio and all that other shit, like that's cool, that's you. I don't know how efficient that works. I don't know if you'll be there for a long time. If you are successful. I don't know that world.
Listen, it's a tough one.
Yeah.
He just said some real shit.
It's
like,
getting harder now.
doing it
Like,
for the longevity
listen,
of
that
it.
shit with
They should
Travis,
do it.
you know, the thing with, I don't want to talk about the Travis Scott thing, but things like that hurt other artists without even knowing. Like, you understand? Like, oh, I'm afraid to book this guy because he brings the same crowd.
Yeah.
And, he you know,
it affects.
It don't even have to be you that did it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, we don't want the same shit. It affects through all different types of shit, bro.
Yeah.
All of it, bro.
Being an artist, I mean, I feel like so many people are becoming artists that it's starting to kind of water some stuff down. But I feel like when I genuinely hear good music, I'm like, my antennas goes up because I'm so used to the bullshit, like not for nothing. Like whatever plays on the radio is like, you know, the cloudy stuff.
True.
for example, like Styles P came out with a brand new tape. Like, I don't hear that on Hot 97. True. Well, I hear like Doja Cat every 5 seconds. I like Doja Cat, don't get me wrong. She's fire, but like it's still like streets. Like I've heard that song for like the past year back to back. And it's like, yo, she got a whole new tape. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's basically what I'm trying to say. So it's, I don't know, it's hard. I mean,
it sucks because now the word artist, it had a lot of meaning. And now it's like diluted.
Yeah.
And it's fucked up because now you got to say true artist. You know what I mean? Like a special artist. You have to add something in front of it to be like, yo, this guy is different for real. As opposed to being like, this guy is an artist. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Now everybody does this shit and it's super annoying. And it sucks because I'm a part of that. You know what I mean? I don't exclude myself from contributing to that factor because I have to go around being like, yeah, I do music. I don't say it. Bro, we go everywhere. My dad is like, yo, you listen to music? Yo, listen to my son. He raps. Yo, Lou. And he'll call me over and I'm like, fuck.
Like, yo, I got to freestyle in front of everybody.
Yeah.
Not even that. He just thinks like, yo,
that's good though.
Come on.
Fire.
It's
that's
super
fire.
Super fire.
Because that's fire that pop support.
But with this, now you're the guy that has to play the, I'm a rapper. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like
Then show him your stuff. Show him your stuff.
I'm about to spit some bars.
And bro,
like,
with this look and the way I dress, it's like, they always,
they're like,
I know
what?
for sure, they're just like, okay.
Yeah.
You know? And that's how it always is, bro. Like, my whole career has been like that. It's always like a, you know? Not him. Nah, it can't be him.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. That's how the cookie crumbles for me over
Well,
here.
since we're on the bars and the stuff, and then you know what's coming, Books. You know what's coming.
Freestyle.
All right, so since we're on the subject, I have to show the people. I have to show the people Solis in action right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and play a freestyle or a pre-written event in your case that happened at Rutgers a couple years back. It's super fire. I really hope you guys enjoy it as much as I did, and then watch this man in action because it's super good.
Ready for war, yo, I'm about to blow this spot. My brain created massive women urinating. Excuse these dirty thoughts. Never mind attention from ciphers live in the parking lots of dirty Jersey where they murder birdies for the color rock. And yes, some cold rappers sneeze when I said some. If you ever see a brother cross me, baby, bless him. Thinking he better than me, and I think like he wouldn't be better than me in his next life. I'm a little bit of an Attila, the baby gorilla. My chest is this mic. Who's this? Stupid Lewis too, but lady, truth is the rhymes are like a nine, a light, a knife, and nooses. See if you can hang with us. Dangerous 90s pro, baby, we've been trained to bust. In a second, I'm down to push your buttons, not the texting cousin next to mess with L. We'll hit the tree and bark like X or something. This is my curriculum and rapping accurate discussion. Act the bluff, get a smack to detach it back, this is nothing. Ironically, there's no comeback. In fact, if she attached from the neck and let me hit it from the back, then I'm coming. Place me behind the holiest virgin. My sermon's another Mother Teresa rap is one thing I'm second to none in. Flow darker than melanin, hard as a devilish thumping. I target the hardest of writers and slay them in public. Beware of this artist the arm of a Spartan. Ready to spark up your mind at the moment we sparring. Hands up, say don't shoot, but in the heat of action we bleeding fast, we in need a leader. Sees that, please relaxness. They squeeze them gats. In fact, if I was strapped with a Mac and a Gatling to go and attacking the man in the curtain and murder my image in front of the masses. Know what you thinking? He's safe inside that white skin. My family history proves that we were never like them. Instead, we a part of you. Back in 1937, they massacred Puerto Ricans for not conforming. I get them. Claim that they the better men, lock us to say we felons. And see, low key, I'm black. My skin is missing the melanin. This benevolent heart of mine slowing down, so just send them in. Go and brand me a menace. I'm glad to express my increments. These increments of mine are sentiments broke. I can't believe I'm taking heed to see these meddling jokes. Now who would you be? The type to fight and stand for the property you built? Or go with Marcus Garvey and just hop on that boat? It's the Anima Zone.
Another verse from Intel.
Let's get it. The beat. Up. Alright. Look. Yeah. Look.
Tell me how I must have ripped it coming from the bottom of the bucket. If I'm the one that you were stepping to, you better bring the ruckus. Baby, you showed up. Now she started taking off her clothes. Said I'm like a gun, you give the cock and then I blow. Whoa, now how can I expect this dog? Gotta be protected. Now how could I respect this broad if within 2 seconds she gave it to me every nook and cranny? I'm the denominator. If we were reciprocal, she wouldn't understand me either way. I'm Black Hoodie Mob in the DT Batman. Can you tell me who we robbing? This lifestyle got me starving. The don't get me started. Playing retarded, regardless, I'm heartless. Now can I catch wreck? I play with the syllables quickly, literally give me a minute and it would be like an infinity rhythm and entity. Many will mentally mimic me in the beginning and see that they can't get on and they finish. I'm an anomaly for the admittedly mighty audacious effects. How did I get here? See, I'm on my way up. Remember kicking rhymes inside the kitchen with Isaiah. Now another brother couldn't gas me, lyrically pass me while running within this endless verbalist track me. So check it, they tell me how the bread will make me wonder how life is such a jungle, how I keep from going under. You looking at a 90s baby's hip-hop head. I'm here to shoot the brothers who had shot hip-hop dead. Bang.
Yeah, buddy. Y'all wasn't ready for that. Y'all wasn't ready for that.
Another verse from Intel. I was like, whoa.
That was crazy.
He's like, yo, that shit was so throwback that they called you Intel, apparently?
Yeah, that's
okay.
super.
Been out here rapping these bars for a minute now.
For real.
Rutgers Radio, it was funny because when I was in high school, there was like a radio show on Rutgers that I always looked up to because I always wanted to do, and it's funny how I'm a podcaster now. But I was so intrigued. There was like this guy named Justin.
Oh, yeah. I was on that show a couple of times.
Yeah, and I was like, yo, like, that's so cool. Like, and then this freestyle was super dope, too. And it happened to be on Rutgers Radio, too.
Thank you.
That was probably, his freestyle Bugs was a couple years after that show, probably, maybe. What year was that at?
Show was
Let me
there
see, I
like
have it.
2003.
The freestyle
2004,
Rutgers.
2005.
You have the date on it? The day I uploaded it?
Nah. Not on that one.
By the way my hair is in that video, I could tell it was probably between like 3 to 4 years ago.
Yeah. So the radio show came first. Damn, that's cool. I always, well, whatever. I got my own show now, but if I was supposed to be in college, I probably would have been Wendy Williams in that bitch.
Y'all heard me.
Okay, I would have been like, good morning, fuckers.
Y'all heard me.
Y'all ready to? No, I'm kidding. All right, let's get into the nitty gritty. No fucking around over here. All right. Are there any other avenues that you see yourself doing besides music, acting, animation, maybe being like a cartoon voice or something? Anything. Acting. Is there acting?
A baseball coach.
Baseball coach.
Okay,
You want to own a
so now we're
basketball
getting
team?
now we're getting into the field. You feel
Yeah,
me?
or you're like, something.
Like you like to
It could
cook?
be random. It could be like you buy a restaurant. I don't know.
So I guess that's good because, like, I can't act for shit. My acting skills are horrible. You don't want me on a camera. Like even
Like I'm
shooting
not
music
memorizing
videos.
no script, bro.
Yeah, but I don't think memorizing would be the issue. I think faking it would be the issue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
getting myself into character. Like a big problem I had with my beginning records is like the guy kept telling me, you're monotone. You gotta.
Oh yeah, like your dialect.
Yeah, he's like, bro, it sounds like you're reading. And I'm like, bro, I wrote this with emotion.
Yeah.
But I can't channel it right now because I'm not feeling it. You know,
You're
it
like-
took me a while before I could start putting the nitty gritty into what makes the record the record. You know what I mean? So voice acting I could probably do, but me personally in front of a camera, my body language, everything will be super off. I love coffee, so I always think to myself like, you know, maybe
Cafecito.
yeah, maybe one day having a cafe with like my favorite type of coffee beans and shit like
Another
that.
one.
That would be cool. Yo,
Another
people
one.
make mad money off coffee. Like them little coffee shops be making mad money.
Another one.
Another
Straight
thing,
Colombia.
yeah, that Puerto Rican coffee slamming though.
Another one.
Slack.
For real? What's
Yeah.
Cafe Bustelo? What
That's- I think
country?
Puerto Rican. I think it's Puerto Rican.
I thought that was Colombian.
I don't know.
We gotta fact check it.
Puerto Rican coffee? Tell me a name.
It's Bustelo,
There's
isn't it?
literally one called Puerto Rico, but
For real?
I
I'm
think
gonna have to try that because I love coffee.
nah, it's
Another
banging.
one.
Yeah?
But I heard like an American corporation bought it, so kind of fucks that up. You got Yaucono.
Okay.
You ever had Yaucono?
Nope.
Super strong. You ever put that shit in the filter? You gotta put like a little bit, like
Damn. That
That's
shit wake
shit
up
that-
a
that
horse
smells
out
the
of
whole
sleep.
house up real fast. Like,
yeah, nah. Like even when you
Like
put
someone's
milk,
making
it'll
coffee.
taste
Take a
black.
sip.
Like it's strong, son. It's strong. You got it, but when you get it just right, when you get the perfect amount,
Yeah.
it's the perfect coffee. I swear to God.
You gotta
I'm
get
not a
like the
coffee
perfect.
guy.
Nah.
Yeah.
You're a tea guy?
Not even, bro. I hate all that shit.
Damn.
After I drink that, I'm going straight to the bathroom.
I wish I didn't like coffee. I started drinking coffee when I was in college because I had to stay awake.
This is my coffee. Ice and Red Bull. No, Ice and Monster. Shout out to Monster.
Oh,
Let's get that
nah.
sponsorship.
I got the Bang popping right here.
Shout
Shout
out
out
to
to Bang.
Bang.
They got the sugar free. That shit probably got way more sugar, but it's all good.
Manifestations, baby. Let's go.
They'll say
Let's
sugar
go.
free and then add like
Sugar
other
free?
types of
It's
sugars.
like cotton candy. Bang.
Cotton candy is for me.
Yeah, so I guess other than that, other than the cafe, like I also have this big passion of history and culture. So I would love to figure out if I could like put together a curriculum and teach kids that have, Caribbean background or Caribbean heritage, like the indigenous languages or the African languages.
That'd be fire.
That'd be cool.
That area, teach them the history, teach them about people that they never heard about. You know what I mean? Because
that's fire.
in this school system, you don't really hear no Puerto Rican hero. You don't hear a Cuban hero. It's usually the African American heroes and the white ones. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which no shade.
No, yeah, I know what you mean.
In such a diverse country, you would think that the curriculum would fit the crowd or the people that you have to teach. You know what I mean?
Yo, they never. You know, it's very funny. It's crazy you said that. They never taught us.
The other day,
was there a Puerto Rican Columbus?
yeah.
No, I'm just saying, like, I know there was.
Or like, did he marry a Dominican woman? Because that's where they landed first.
Was
so
somebody Hispanic? I know we was the Indians were here first, but they had Spanish on the low.
Shout out.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out the king.
shout out.
I don't know if they could get that. El
Yeah,
maestro.
they see that. Yeah, they see that.
Yeah.
They see that.
Yeah.
Representando out here. He actually makes a reference in his song Cooler Cagao. I have to go back to this, but it was actually in the song. Actually, before I forget, it resonated with me because he said something about him being gringo, and he still represents his ethnicity. So I relate to that because my first language is Spanish, but I was born my parents are Dominican, but I was born here.
Mm-hmm.
But in my head, I'm Dominican. Because
not in your head,
like,
in your veins,
but
in your blood.
people that I talk to, like this new way of being, no shade. No, you're not Dominican. You're American. You're not this. You were born. You know what I mean? And I'm like, how are people trying to take this away from me and call it? And then if I go to DR, they'd be like, "Oh, tú eres una gringa." But it's like, how? Like I grew up mad Dominican. Like just because I lived in the U.S. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like fucked up. I mean, excuse my language, it's messed up. It's like they try to take that away from me, and it's like, why?
This is what I try
is
to
that
tell
how you
them,
felt
right?
too?
This is what I try to tell them. They'd be like, "Oh, you're Hispanic," or they say Spanish, which is technically the wrong thing to say. But I don't even want to get into that
because Spanish is like, yeah.
It's like, all right, yeah, I'm Spanish. Do you speak Spanish? At the time, I didn't really know, so I'd be like, no, and it's like, you're not Spanish, you're white. What type of thinking is that? Because peep this, right? I'm white for not knowing a white language. Spanish comes from Spain.
Mm-hmm.
Spanish is a Spaniard. Comes from the Spaniards.
Yeah.
They live in Europe. That's a European language. Those are white people. You get what I'm saying? So you can't strip away my history and base it off of a European standard and be like, nah, you're white because you don't know this white language. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I also try to hit people with when they be like, oh, you don't look like, Spanish or Puerto Rican or whatever. It's
I get that all the time. I don't look Dominican.
Oh, and you lived here.
Niggas I look Arab.
Me too. Yeah. And I'm like, okay.
And they hit you with but were you born there? You know what I mean? And it's like,
that's the next one that they ask you with.
Yeah.
Bro.
And then if I wasn't, it's like I'm dismissed. What?
Look.
Right?
So then I go, all right, I'm not Puerto Rican because I wasn't born there, right? So look at that guy over there, right? What is he? And it'll be a guy with, nappy hair, dark skin. Oh, he's black. All right, what would you say is that? African American. Also, he's African. Even though he don't speak an African language or he wasn't born there. He could clearly just be born here, but you still accept this guy as an African man. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Based off of his appearance, even though his language isn't there.
That's the issue, like that they're trying to like classify everyone, but like, and they don't want certain people to have their history. That's literally what it's about. Like they don't want anyone to know what their real history is, because once people discover their history, they're gonna start claiming shit that they don't want us to claim, and then they're gonna realize that everything's fucking stolen.
All of it.
I actually discovered the other day that Cleopatra married Julius Caesar or Caesar something. Like what? I'm like, what? How the hell was the Queen of Egypt smashing the what? Like, and they had a kid? What? Why isn't this in the history books? Hold on,
It's there.
There's a lot of shit.
It's there. No, it's there.
I'm like, For real?
She was wilding.
I'm like, yo, Cleopatra was
wilding. Bro. She was wilding.
She was spicy. I liked her. I like her.
But it's crazy how, like, you see a lot of blacks and Hispanics in history but like slave shit.
Yeah, but
and
they don't.
Be the thing.
That's the whole thing.
That's the only thing they show. You understand?
They don't show the heroism. I think there's so many things that black men invented, and they gave the credit to white men, and I'm like, why?
Yeah, it's like that.
Like, that's messed up.
Yeah, like Plato. I believe it's Plato. Was it Plato or Socrates? But the story of Atlantis, right? Everybody knows Atlantis.
Lost world.
This lost city or this lost kingdom that undersea. That came from Plato, or they credit Plato with it, or Socrates. Can't remember. Please don't quote me on that. But either way, they say this guy wrote this about Atlantis, and this is how we have this idea about Atlantis. But they don't tell you that guy went to Egypt and got the story from the Egyptians and brought it back to Europe and wrote about
it.
Atlantis.
Yeah. And he gets the credit. They get the credit.
Yep. They don't tell you that Columbus went to a place in West Africa where he got confirmed that there is land on the other side of the world. But they don't want to credit that either. They don't want to say, Columbus didn't get information from an African nation about a whole other place on the other side. You know what I'm saying? They don't mention those things.
And then they want to this is a whole nother conversation, but if there's land on the other side, that means that the world is flat, it's not round. Just saying.
Well, I'm not going to say the other side, like, that's exactly what he said.
But it's not round, bro.
You don't think so?
No.
You want to?
I don't believe it. I think it's flat. I think we're flat. And
Listen,
I think that the roundness is like a
atmosphere?
reflection of us, or like a sphere. Cause it's like, yo, there's no way we go around, bro.
Yo, bro, there's another.
Like, what, we're gonna fall off a cliff?
Yo, we all have a double of us somewhere else.
Yo, a doppelganger? I would love to meet you. Please come meet
like,
me.
Like right now, how we having a podcast,
Like
right? There's
Inception?
someone else in another dimension. Someone else having the same.
Have you guys watched the movie Inception with Leonardo DiCaprio?
Yo, I like all that shit.
That movie was insane. I was like, yo.
That shit is crazy.
That movie's crazy.
I took astronomy classes, and I don't say that to be like I'm an expert, but like when people tell me the world is flat, I'm like, bro, you telling me all that shit that they wrote down in that book is fake? That's crazy. Because, bro, I learned how the sunset gets its color. I learned how all this extra shit that I never knew about. And I'm like, damn, like, it gives a pretty strong argument for like, yeah, this shit is round. You know what I mean?
Because they have science backing it up. But I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence. I feel like it's flat. But then, like, when I read stuff like that, I'm like, all right, it's round. And then I'm like, all right, it's flat.
I'm not saying it is a sphere. You know what I mean? I admit that I don't know shit. I know that we're super small. So the perspectives that we have on Earth can be kind of twisted. You know what I mean? So I get it. But I think that we are a big ball of water and dirt floating in the middle of nothing with a giant fireball keeping us alive. You know what I mean?
That's actually crazy. And did you guys see on the news that they're building another world in Mars? Jeff Bezos?
By 2023 or 2025 or 20.
And literally, like, celebrities, because I follow a lot of them from the pod page. You know, I got to be up to date about, like, what these people are up to. So, I'm like, yo, I saw, like, a couple people post, like, oh, something good gotta be in Mars for me to go to Mars or something like that. And I'm like, hold up, like, they're getting invitations? Like, what's gonna happen on Earth?
Only millionaires, bro.
I'm like, yo.
Multi-millionaires.
Would you guys go live in Mars? Random question.
Yo, listen.
If Earth wasn't habitable, would you stay? Like, okay, I have a scenario. Right. Random.
Damn.
All right, I'm gonna say a scenario.
Go ahead.
Ding, 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 ding.
Listen.
All right, I have a scenario.
Go ahead.
Earth is inhabitable. You can only breathe with like a bubble, like with a bubble, but you're free, but it's like the purge. Or you gotta give up every single dollar in your bank account, everything. You go to Mars with nothing. And you don't know what's up there. You don't know what you're gonna wait. What are you gonna do? You're gonna stay on Earth or you're gonna go to Mars?
My ass is going to Mars.
Go to Mars, right?
I'm going to
Ain't
Mars.
nobody living like the purge. What are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm going to motherfucking Mars.
I'm not down for no purge.
Some X-Files shit.
I'm tripping main.
It's going down.
Yeah, every other situation, I'll probably stay on Earth, though.
Yo, honestly, do you guys believe in aliens? It's random.
Yeah,
Yeah,
question.
no, for sure.
I really feel like there's people that like, I mean, like shit. I feel like there's people that are aliens that look like people.
It's all energies, man.
Right? And I feel like sometimes, have you guys ever felt like this? Especially in New York City, I felt like this. Like something goes mad fast, like shoo. Like, and you're like, what the hell was that? That's happened to me before.
Damn, I forgot what year.
I worked in the city for 7 years, bro. And there's been mad times that I'm by myself in the subway and I felt something mad quick. And I'm like, and then I'll just think to myself, like, was that an alien or something?
I believe I've seen a UFO before, no gas. Like,
yo, we're actually in Hudson County and we're like,
I think North Bergen is actually the number one place either in the world or in the United States that has the most sightings.
I don't know if it was an alien or a ghost, but I know something went mad quick, and I'm like, you feel the energy like quick, and you're like, what the?
I heard
what was that?
Park 80.
Yeah, Park 80 was like one of the biggest sightings, and actually, we could talk about this freely because it's actually like issued by the Pentagon that aliens are real. Like the Pentagon reported it.
Them niggas.
And Obama did. Obama did too. Obama said it. He's like, oh, we're not alone. It came out like in CNN.
Yo, why you think Men in Black and all these movies Independence Day come out? You think niggas don't be knowing this shit's been?
Yeah, they just warm you up.
What will you guys do? You see an alien? Yo,
they're the
I'll
rich.
Freak out.
Yo, listen,
but I'll be like, yo, what's up?
I'm out of here. I'm going to Cuba. You heard?
Cuba.
I'm going to Cuba.
Cuba? What the hell? There's no Wi-Fi over there.
Fuck that. The aliens ain't coming over there.
Nah, Cuba's beautiful though.
Fuck that. I make my own chicken.
You know what? That might be Cuba's actually will be probably the place like imagine of safety because all these years of everything they've been through, they deserve that. Like nobody allowed in. They're safe from all the craziness of the world. That'd be crazy, right?
Or Jamaica.
That'd be cool.
They're new indigenous people.
Yo, they would deserve that. They would deserve that.
Listen, if you go to Puerto Rico, they can still snatch you up in Puerto Rico because it's territory. You know?
Mm-hmm.
The United States. So we gotta go somewhere. Come get me.
I was gonna say Hawaii, but Hawaii's from the U.S. too.
Yeah, nigga.
That's a state.
Jamaica,
bro, that's crazy.
Portugal, all those type of shit.
The history of Hawaii is probably the dirtiest shit.
Was it like Pearl Harbor?
Not America. The United States ever did. They did the Hawaiians.
Isn't that movie Pearl Harbor about? It's about that, right?
It was up there.
No, Pearl Harbor
right?
is.
It was around there.
Yeah, it was in Hawaii.
Pearl Harbor wasn't the.
Wasn't that in Hawaii?
That's with the Japanese, no?
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was in Hawaii. Like,
But no, that has to do with a whole war.
oh, okay, that's like a whole war.
With Hawaii, it's like.
Some other shit going on.
Yeah, they literally went over there, made a treaty like, yo, is it cool if we chill here? We ain't gonna do nothing. You keep your land. And then all of a sudden they started forming groups, and these white people were just forming groups, and they're like, nah, we want to say. And then they imported so many white people into those islands that they were just like, you know what? America played the card of we have to save our people.
Yo, listen.
And ran up in there, and they had, I wish I knew the history well, but I'm pretty sure they had the leader at that time, whoever was running those islands, they actually had her at gunpoint saying, sign this paper. You know what I mean? Like,
that's crazy, yo.
Yo.
And the United States recently just issued an apology to Hawaii for the history of how they became a state.
I try not to even watch the news because I really get pissed off every time I watch it. I'm like,
shit
yo, what is going on? Like,
a lot of crazy shit.
I'm like, yo, like the world is like messed up. Like I see all kinds of stuff on the news. I'm like, yo, or maybe that's like the point of watching it so you could feel horrible. I don't know. You know, maybe that's like the point. Cause I feel like every time I turn on the news, I'm like,
every time
I don't feel good.
Every time I go on Instagram or turn on the news, is someone getting robbed or shot at.
I had to actually real quick, I had to unfollow that page.
You gotta be careful out there in the
what's
city,
their
bro.
name? HUD Post?
Why?
Because I feel like every time I go there, Boogs, there's somebody like her getting hit by a car.
Oh, the car flips over. That's like the seventh car that flips
somebody's
over.
in the hospital.
Yo, did you
and
see
there's
that?
people like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna talk about this real quick. But there's people dry snitching in the comments, you know, like what the hell's going on? Like, yo, what's really good with people? Like, yo, y'all forgot like how to shut the fuck up?
Yo, listen, that's why, shout out to whoever.
I'm sorry, like, I don't mean to shade you, HUD Post. Like, keep doing what you're doing. I think it's dope. I think it's good. Support from the community.
Shout out HUD
But
Post.
I feel like you could be a little bit less
graphic.
Like, please, like, there's like women like me that like can't see gory things, and like,
Yo, I seen like
I have a heart. I don't like seeing stuff like that.
I seen like 17 flip cars, bro, on that
bro.
page.
And I understand what he's doing. It sheds light on all the stuff that be happening that people just sweep under the bus. Because, for example, damn, I can't believe we're here, but we're here. I got hit by a car in Union City last year in November. Literally, some guy just runs a red light, hit me. I had just got knee surgery.
Crazy.
Yo, a hit and run, guys. Literally hit me. I flew. My shoes ended up on the other side of the block, and my phone completely broke, bro. And like, he just left. Cops didn't do nothing. And you know what? I'm not one to give a fuck about the cops, you know? So, you know, they came, they asked me a couple questions. I called to follow up to see if they found the guy, because I would like to see the guy that did this
there was
to me.
mad cameras there, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then, but then this is the most fucked up thing that I understand the people on her post. I think that's why I unfollowed it, because I think it hits different for me or something. Because I went to the local businesses, and guys, nobody wanted to help me. Nobody wanted to give me the footage. Nobody. And that's the problem with people. Like, they don't want to be involved. Actually, there was a guy that he had the footage in his phone, and he literally told me that he wasn't going to give me the footage because he didn't have papers and he didn't want to be involved. He didn't text me he had the video in his phone. But this is what I'm saying. You're recording me about to get hit by a car instead of say, yo, watch out. That's the problem. Have y'all seen Black Mirror? Like, everybody pulls out their phone when somebody's in trouble instead of like letting them know, like, yo, you could die right now. That's literally what happened to me. Like, this fucking guy had his phone out. I saw him with his phone out, but I'm not thinking nothing. Next thing I hear, boom, my bad. Yes, like, hits me. Yo, by the grace of God, I did not get hit in my knee. I don't know. He hit me like here. I don't know, but he hit me like in a way that I kind of like flew out the way. What
car was it?
Yo, guys, I literally passed out. Like, I don't remember. I just remember seeing a pickup. It was like a big black like GNC car. Like, it was like, I mean,
that guy, you didn't get run over, my nigga.
Yo, he ran over my foot. My toe broke. I broke my toe. And thank God I worked for an orthopedic. Shout out to you. He taught me a couple things, and like, I was able to like, you know, like wrap my foot, you know, figure out like. And then when I went to the hospital the next day, they're like, yo, you got a fracture. Like, you got two fractured toes. So I had to like be on a boot already with crutches. Yo, you see me with one crutch walking, you hit me and you keep going? Yo, there's a special place in hell for people like that, bro.
That's crazy, yo.
Like, and then my phone broke.
That's crazy. I can't even believe somebody would just keep going without even knowing if they caught a body or not.
That's what I'm saying. And yo, that's why I wanted to see this guy in court, because I wanted to say, I don't usually press charges on no one, but I will press charges on you because you just left and I could have died. And then what if I would have died? Yeah. Now you're going to learn a lesson because like you're bugging. Like, this is what I think about. What if I was a 90-year-old little lady, like crossing the street with a baton? God forbid. Somebody's grandma, somebody's mom, somebody's, you know what I mean? Like, and she, like an older lady with like hypertension or something could die. Bro, like they fucking put me through for internal bleeding. Like it was very scary. I was very scared. Yeah. They put like a collar on me. Like it was scary. Like I couldn't move. Like for like 30 seconds, I couldn't move my legs. I got scared. And then like they were like, wiggle your toes. And I was like, okay. And I wiggled the toe. And he was like, all right, your back is good. He's like, because if you can't wiggle your toe, then you're done. You're paralyzed. When he told me to wiggle my toe, like, I was like thinking about it because I couldn't feel my legs. I told him I can't feel my legs. And he was like, shit. He's like, wiggle your toes. And it's like, God, it's crazy. The dude in the ambulance, I knew him. Shout out to you, Jose. Fucking Jose, bro. Like, shout out to you, Jose, because you really like, yo, I was about to black out and Jose really helped me, bro. Like, he was like, yo, calm down. Like, seeing a familiar face in a situation like that, it really helps. So when I saw him, it was like, oh. And then, like, he was like, yo, Steph, I got you. And then he's like, wiggle your toes. He's like, you good? I'm like, I bet I'm good. Thank God. Walked out the hospital. But back to what we were saying, HUD post, like, they have to watch it because there's people like me that like have been through things like that, and it's like you want to support the page, but it's like, yo, like have some type of, I don't know, like
some
compassion or empathy a little bit, like, or just watch with the graphic stuff, or watch what you say, or people in the comments like, oh, they should have not been crossing the street, or they should have never came outside that night.
Comment
Some
sections
wild
would
shit.
always be wild. No
Yo,
matter what the
listen.
video is, comment sections will always be wild.
That's something you gotta get used to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In terms of hug
I'm not gonna read that after a certain
I
point in my
know-
life.
I unfollowed them too, but shout out to them.
Shout out to them. No hate. No hate. I'm just
Yeah,
you
no,
know.
it's not the same for me.
It's my own
I've
opinion.
seen them post videos like we can't, or put posts up like we took this one down because the family reached out to us. or,
Yeah.
we're not gonna show this video. The family reached out to us, so they are very considerate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's hard. It's hard to control content and make sure you don't step on nobody's feelings or toes. It's
Yeah.
very hard. You know what I mean? To creep around those edges and stuff like that. So I don't blame them.
Yeah.
It's just not the content for me right now and the place that I want to be. You know what I mean? So
And I feel like that too. Like, have you guys ever felt like you have to unfollow certain people because you're like, yo,
Hell
they're
yeah.
mad negative, or like watching their like drama every day like makes you feel icky, and you're like, yo, bro, I'm done. Like, there's been times like certain people like they drain my energy. Like when I'm watching their stories all the time and it's always like something bad, I'm like, yo, like I'm sorry, I have to unfollow you. Like, and it's nothing personal, right? But then people take it personal, right?
bro, my dad, he'd be like, why don't you follow these people back? I'm like, bro, I seen their content. I don't want to see
Yeah,
that. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, bro, they posting pictures of their puppy, their little dog, or like
Yeah.
them in the gym. And I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, I'm not here to watch somebody's personal life. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, a lot of the stuff I follow is very educational. And the people that I do follow, like, I know them from personal life. So
Yeah.
it's like, you know, just being there. And it's like, even if I do unfollow somebody that I knew, again, it's nothing personal. That shit ain't real. You know what I mean? Like,
But to some people, it is real. Like, literally, I've gotten into arguments with people. Not arguments, because, I mean, I don't argue with people. I just dismiss them. Like, I'm done. Like,
Yeah.
I say what I got to say, and I'm done.
that's what
But,
you really could do. you
yeah,
know?
yeah. But people, like, they've come at me like, oh, you won't follow me. And it's like, yo, you never post for, like, 2 years. Why am I going to follow you for?
For real.
Yeah, and then when I say that, oh, you're a bitch. Oh, damn, damn, freshie, why you had to go so hard for? But it's like, yo, like, it's the truth, right? You haven't posted since like 2019. So we're about to be 2022. You're taking on my followers.
Yeah, that's probably why my followers leave.
It's the same. It'd be the same,
Yeah,
it'd be
like,
the same
bro,
shit
this,
with me.
this guy rap, but he don't rap.
Nah,
He
but
just
if I
doing-
know you like on a personal level, like if I know you, I won't unfollow you because you're my friend, you know?
yeah.
Like if I met you in person, but like people, internet people that I know, like I don't know you in real life, so like bye. Or guys, I have a good one for you. How about everyone that's getting scammed though? Like my Instagram got hacked. Like yo, how many
no.
people are?
Hey,
who
you
is-
want to make $5,000? Just give
Yo.
me $5 and I flip it for you.
What's
Send me your
going
Cash
on?
App. What's your cash
It's
app?
the Cash
I'm
App.
about to send you 5,000.
Yo, people are this gullible, guys.
Yes.
Like they're just giving up their passwords like this.
So want me to tell you how it
I
is?
mean,
Want me to show how it is?
What?
So look, they hit you up, right?
Yeah.
So look. So you gotta make a video, and then when you're done with the video, you send it to me, right? And I'm gonna send you this link. So they'll do like, yo, I just invested $500 and I got back.
That's the video I
5,000.
always see.
So they send it to the hacker, right? And then they like click this link so we can upload it. So once you click that link, it logs you out, right, of your Instagram.
And they take control of it.
And then they post a video that you sent them of you. So it looks like it's you that's posting it, bro.
I seen one
So-
like that, and I was
Crazy,
like,
bro.
no way.
Yeah,
how they
like,
do it.
oh, follow this person. Like, I'm using a regular random name. You follow Jaylene because, or JL, or whatever they say, like, or follow this person. They just helped me with $5K in my Cash App right now. Swipe so you can see the screenshot. And I'm like, yo, this shit looks mad scripted. Like, what is
Yeah,
going on?
it
As
is.
soon as I see that, I'm sorry, I have very low tolerance. If you're watching this and I unfollowed you and you posted something like that, you already know why.
I don't
And
follow
I'm
people
not
like
following you back ever again.
Or that Forex.
Because you're an idiot.
Or yeah, I'm a professional.
I'm sorry, but like I know shit is real, but you can't be this gullible. Like what's really
He's
good?
like, I'm a professional Forex trader.
Solis is like, damn, she's harsh. He's going in.
Yo, I'm a professional Forex
I
trader.
tend to get like this sometimes.
and I can help him. I can help you
Fuck, that energy's
invest.
needed sometimes.
Nah, because I feel like, come on, bro. Like, and then y'all make like 3 extra pages, and then y'all taking them. Y'all want me to follow back every backup? Like, nah.
It'd be like that, bro.
Then
Yo, I had one person like that, bro. On the third one, I was like, nah, man, I can't, bro. Like, this is
Bro.
too much. It's like the people that every month they have a new phone number. I'm like,
Yo,
nah, I don't save those. It's over. Oh, new number. Who's this? Every time, cause I'm not saving you.
yo, my cousin, she always, shout out my cousin. Yo, she always texts me, and I'm like, Who's this? I never saved her number.
And then they get mad offended. Like, what do you mean?
Yo, nah. You know, it's crazy. That be my excuse if I don't know the number. Yo, who's this? I just got a new phone.
Yo, I love saying who's this to people that I know who it is, and I know it's gonna get them mad. And I'd be like, who's this? And then they'd be like, and then I like delete their number, and I'll like send them a screenshot like of the phone number, and I'll be like, oh, I don't know. They'll be like, yo, Steph, like, stop fucking around. Like, yo, because like what? Like people would just be extra. Especially nowadays. I get a lot of random text messages on my phone. It'd be nice if like before you say, yo, what's up with the pod? You'd be like, hey Steph, how are you?
Yeah,
good morning. You know, yo, what's up? Like,
yo, that's actually pretty good though, because they see your talent and they see how you do what you do.
Yeah.
And they see that you go deep into the artist. Like you study the music and everything. No, I'm being serious. Because
You feel me?
Because all the time, I'm telling you, from the X amount of years I've been doing this shit, bro, like I could count the best interviews I had on one hand. Like,
damn.
they see how you do it. They see the nice little setup. They see the vision, and they're like, bro, she knows what she's doing. This is somewhere I want to be, even though you only have one episode out.
Yo,
You know what I'm
thank
saying?
you,
Like-
yo. It really means a lot because this has been a long time coming, right, Books? I was like just debating on it. I was like, yo, I want to do music. Like, I want to interview artists, but it was like a idea. You know what I mean? It was like, you know, like a little trial, right? We would do little trials and stuff. And then I'm like, yo, I love this shit. Like,
We used to do it upstairs in my studio, and I'm like, yo,
yeah.
it took some time off.
Then
and
the
we got
pod.
everything, you got
The
that.
pandemic happened and everything.
Rob put me on before you guys even started. He put me on, and just by what he was saying, I was like, bro, I want to be there. Like, let me
Actually,
know.
we didn't even mention that. Like, literally, Books in the Robb episode, Robb, right? He talks about Solis. It's him.
I didn't even know that. We didn't.
Yeah, remember he was like, "Yo, my boy," and then you're sitting here. It's literally like manifested. It's crazy. Like
Super
you wanted to be here,
manifestations.
and then I wanted you here. Like literally before I even knew you, I didn't even talk about you to Robb yet. And I was like, I saw that Kings Freestyle. I was like, yo, I need this dude.
I need this nigga on the pod.
Yeah, and then I saw you in Uptown going in the bodega. I'm like, hold up, he's from here. I'm like, oh nah.
Downtown.
Was it downtown? I thought it was on
downtown.
Kennedy.
Shout out Cibao.
Well, shout out to them. Wait a minute, they have some good ass Philly cheesesteaks there.
I don't know. Shout out.
Is it
Cibao.
like a red? Is it a red sign? Because if it is, they got some good ass Philly cheesesteaks over there.
Yo, I ain't gonna fuck. I'll go for a Philly cheesesteak right now.
Yo, or chopped cheese. What is?
Ay,
Ooh,
qué
ay.
rico.
Chopped cheese.
Chacho.
Yo, the other day I was, bro, like, I hate it when I'm like with like around people and I'm trying to get like a sandwich with cheese or something, and they'll be like, oh, I don't eat dairy, and I'm like, bro, like,
It's me eating it, bro. Relax.
yeah, like it's my belly, it's my intestines, right? They'll be like, oh, I don't eat dairy. Like, okay, let me be bad. Let me be bad all by myself, bro. Yo, we've been talking hella shit.
It be like that.
All right. I do have some questions though.
Go ahead.
Organic. Let's get it.
So, I do want to touch base on the current state of music. The current state of music right now that we got our little babies. We got the babies. We got all kinds. We got like the Coily Rays. We got, and then we have Griselda. You know, that give you this feel, this, you know, this 90s. Like, I'm like, whoa, bars. So, where would you classify yourself? Like, if somebody was to ask you, what type of music do you make, or where do you classify your music in? What kind of lane do you feel like you're in? If that makes sense.
Yeah. No, I never really liked those questions, but
Sorry.
no. Not to say that I don't like you asking it,
Yeah.
because it comes from a genuine place.
Yeah,
and it's a real
not.
question.
Yeah,
Because if you meet somebody for the first time, you need to ask some of these questions. But it's like, the one reason I don't like it is because I feel like you said, the diversity that I have, it does an injustice to be like, yeah, I'm a this. Because let's say I do say I'm a rapper. The automatic first impression is the little babies, the babies, the this and the that and the turned up shit. And it's like, damn, I already got artists that I already listen to that do that. He's probably the same one. I'm not even going to bother. And that's fucked up, because now you don't get to hear the Power of Love, Save the World, Last Winter's, the Burn It Downs, all my songs, because none of them are turned up like that. You know what I'm saying? So you miss out on a whole experience that you could have had because I simply said I rap. You know what I mean? So when I tell people, it's like, yeah, I rap, but you know, I do other stuff too. Like I try to sing. I never say I sing. I'd be like, I try to sing. I do a little extra stuff, you know, letting them know like, you know, this is not just the one area in music that I go for. You know,
not in
I mean?
one box.
Yeah. And just to touch on the littles and the does and stuff like that, like, cool. It's everybody's little thing. But I did see a cool video. I've been studying languages recently, so I'm like,
that's
hella
cool.
big on
that's actually really good.
Stuff like that. So
that could come clutch for your recording and stuff. Like you start saying some different languages and be like, whoa.
You would be surprised the way that we speak, and the people in our town speak. It could almost be classified as African American vernacular.
Really?
Yes. And it's because the way we speak, even though we speak English, the way we speak it comes from African origins when they came here and learning the language and learning English when they never spoke English, which is why you have the lils, the does, because in a lot of African languages, you don't have the th sound, the TH. So you get, instead of saying the, they would say duh. You know what I mean? Therefore,
people don't probably even, that like goes over their head. They probably don't even think about that.
A lot of things that we say or do, we don't know the history of. But like that's where the Lil Waynes come from. The Lil this, the Lil that, the Duh Babies. You know, like it's very, on the surface, it looks like stupid writing, kid writing or whatever, or ghetto. Yeah. But it's actually has origins from when Africans were first here and like learning the languages, which is why, let me get a little this. We don't say little, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. We say Lil, you know what I'm saying? Like Lil Wayne, Lil Baby. You. Exactly. You know what I mean? Like Lil, there's like a million littles. It's, like, I don't know.
It's part of the way we speak. You know what I'm saying? But African Americans and the cultures that they've brought into the Americas transform the way that we speak. And technically when we speak the way that we speak, because we don't go to an interview and talk like this, you feel me? Like right there, you feel me? Like we would never say that in an interview. Yeah. You put on the English proper.
Yeah, the proper, but we would never talk how we really talk.
But even our improper speech is not improper speech. It's literally a vernacular. You know what I'm saying? Its own little
like
thing.
your interview voice or whatever, like when you're on a job interview or whatever.
So that's where the Lils come from, the does
come
from.
You know everybody has that voice. Like
when I call Sprint or AT&T, hey, how you doing? My name is hit them with the, hey, how you doing? Hit them with the
it depends on my mood of the day, yo. I mean, like, my name is stuff. Like,
yo, listen, I'm really big on, like, when I call, and if I'm dealing with somebody, my man, why you sound so depressed on the phone, bro?
You hit him with it?
I asked him, like, yo, he's not, nah, I'm working, man. I'm real, bro. Thank God you got a job, my man. Like, it's over.
That's dope, though.
Like, sometimes, like, you meet those people that have just, like, yes, no, all right. Can I help you with anything else? No? All right, bye. Like,
yeah, I don't like those. I mean, have some personality, or I hate the ones that like put me on hold and then they hang up.
Oh shit.
Like I'm like, excuse me, like what did I do to you today?
That happens.
Yeah,
I hate that.
That happens.
I'm like, bro.
Everybody got their days. I don't blame.
Yeah, I don't like talking on the phone anyways, and I imagine like, I mean, it must be rough for people that like talk on the phone for 8-10 hours a day.
Ooh.
I wouldn't even want to look at my phone.
Another thing is like I feel like a lot of people, when they're presented with a certain situation, it's like you just take it at face value. Where it's like you get the person on the phone that's like super shitty voice, monotone, but you have to think to yourself, yo, this guy probably been here for 8 hours saying the same shit. Hey, thank you for calling Sprint and blah 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 blah. And bro forgot how many hours, and then who knows what type of attitudes he got on the phone because he couldn't answer a question.
That's tight as hell.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
so I couldn't even finish my tuna fish sandwich.
I'd be having patience with them because I worked for AT&T like a long time ago. I was like 18, and I used to do like troubleshooting over the phone, and I used to have to do it only with Spanish customers. So, and I had to do the flip phones.
Chacho.
Bro, that was the department that I was in. I had to put internet on like, bro, like, I don't even know the brand of the phone because like it's like so old.
That's that Motorola.
Yeah, like it's like Throwback Thursday. Like it's like a $50 like.
Oye, ¿dónde está?
El Trapi.
Dame tu AOL.
Yo, bro.
Dame tu AOL.
Bro, and it was like I had to put like the VPN in and like tell them to go to the las redes and configuraciones. They don't even know where the home button is. I mean, no shade, but it was very difficult, you know. And then, like, I would get, like, this guy, like, yelling in my ear. And I'm like, bro, like, I would literally be like, ¿Tú quieres internet o no? Straight up.
Yo.
And they'll be like, ¿Cómo que? ¿Cómo que así? Especially the Dominican. ¿Cómo? ¿Qué tú dijiste? Señor, ¿usted quiere internet o no? Porque si no, yo llamo a la próxima persona. Déjame saber.
Crazy.
Yo, I'll come crazy, bro. Listen, you need me, bro. Come on. I'll be like, yo, listen, bro. But that was like, you know, I was 18. I wasn't thinking like how I think now as a grown up, you know, with a job, like taking care of your job, you know. I feel like when we're younger, we feel like a little more
That's
reckless.
crazy. You said
A little more savagey.
Yeah, we're a little savagey.
You said
A lot.
No, God, please, no.
I felt that shit.
Configuraciones.
The settings, bro.
Yo.
I put my phone on Spanish just to, you know, get used to teach myself. You know what I mean, through that process.
Yeah.
And I was like, configurations? That shit is settings? Like, because
Bro.
a literal translation is like configuration.
And then-
like, the fuck is this?
And
Like, I
then
never
like
knew.
your Wi-Fi settings, it's like redes.
Yeah.
like, what?
That's crazy. That's
And then when you watch like novelas, they be like, todas las redes. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like las redes.
Yo.
Yo, I'm sorry, but certain shit sounds good in Spanish, better in Spanish.
Yeah. And
And then certain things is like, bruh. Like stop. ¿Verdad?
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
For sure.
we touched on that earlier too, yo. Anyway, all right.
Yeah.
We're potting. All right. That was a fucking awesome pod. All right. So, all right, everybody. It's a great show today. I'm very happy you came, Solis. I'm so
super happy I was
happy
here.
I was able to ask you everything that I wanted to ask. Do you have anything else that you want to add?
Your Instagram.
Yes.
Where can we
I was
find
gonna
you,
ask
man?
you
Your
where
Twitter,
can you find
email.
I always forget that.
all
I'll
that.
finish a performance and I'll be walking away like,
Yeah,
oh,
like
hey.
where can they follow you? Where can they stream your stuff? Everything. Where is it available?
Right now, bro, I don't even know how to use Facebook no more. I'm just
Me
really on
neither.
Instagram. Twitter became annoying to me, so on Instagram it's _ I am Solis or Solis.
You know the vibes.
IAMSOLIS. So that's where they can find me. Shout out to the underground hip hop scene in New Jersey. Shout out to Jay Wonder. Shout out to Smart Savage. Shout out Blaze the Rebel. Shout out TYG. Shout out Rio Quest. Shout out Euphony. Shout out Kaylee and Mary. Shout out Cheryl. Shout out
Shout out.
Royale. Shout out Ethan Ross. Shout out. Oh man, I'm gonna be Superman when I get home. I told myself I'll write a whole list of like everybody.
If he forgot you, shout out to you.
If I don't know if I said Real Quest.
Yeah, no.
Oh man, Real Quest, fire.
Fire. I gotta check all this out. I'm gonna rewatch this just to
Shout out Robb.
get.
Robb
Yo,
BMW.
shout out
Another one.
Rob with 2 B's, 3 MW. My
Another
guy,
one.
yo.
Another one.
Listen, man, he
My
was on
last
some-
project I dropped was with TYG on every platform. It's called Cain and Abel. There's that.
Get them.
Hey.
Get them.
Go
It's
listen
on
to
there.
Culo Cagao.
iTunes,
Yo, that's that
Spotify,
new right there.
iTunes, Spotify, all
that. And
media
listen,
platforms.
Guys going places, man. So listen, start listening.
Hit that DM for that feature.
You already know. You already know bookings.
Shout
You
out
heard?
Boca.
Boca.
BOKEH. Shout out Boca Art. They're
Boca.
fire. Independent art.
Ooh, I'm gonna check that out.
They throw their own events in New
Actually,
York City.
Sabrosa Podcast is
Another-
looking for some
Another
arts
one.
Yes.
to
Another
feature
one.
on the
Another
episodes.
Another
Definitely, you want to look at Boca, bro.
Check that out.
Independent people, independent artists, and you think hip hop game is hard as an independent person? You got to think how hard it is to spend hours and days on a painting and then do your own art show where you rent out a space, have the art pulled up, and then have product for people. Bro, I'm amazed at how independent they are and how professional it looks. You would never think that this is an independent thing.
Damn, that's
Shout out
crazy.
Boca.
Shout out Boca. We actually recently had another artist too from Hudson County. I think his name is Matamoros. He was like on the New York Times
Oh,
or
yeah, I
something,
see
like an
him.
article,
Yeah, yeah.
because he has his own gallery in
I
like
seen that. He
Jersey
followed
City or
me,
something
actually.
like
He's
that.
a
Yeah.
Cool guy, yo.
And he does like shout out to Matamoros too. He does like portraits and stuff like that. It was pretty cool. So it's always cool to see people you know, people's art. I'm a very big fan of art. If one day, hopefully, I'm filthy rich, I will buy a lot of art.
Me too.
For sure. That's a good investment too.
Shout out Michael Fire. That's another one.
Shout out Michael Fuego.
El Fuego.
Thank you so much for coming on the Sabrosa Podcast. It was a pleasure. Thank you, Bugs.
You already know.
Thank you, everybody that's here. And on that note, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode as much as I did. I was dying to get this man on here, and I'm so happy I did. And I asked him everything and then some that I wanted to know. And just knowing to wind down the evening, I would like to end the note with a interlude by this man right here, which is super dope. Check that out. You already know. It's on the YouTube too. Don't forget. Peace.
1, 2, 3, 4. They go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look. Said if you feel it in your mind, then it's hip hop. If you feel it in your heart, then it's hip hop. If you feel it in your soul, then it's hip hop. Yeah. Nostalgia, my only enemy, causing a threat. Mom in a fret, cause she can see that I'm often upset. I can't help it, it's overwhelming me. I'm enferma, si tu fumando la hierba, I ain't holding my breath. Too many people say they love your dog. Turn around and hurt your bruh. 1917, just let it bang like Nova Scotia, bruh. Heard every word that he say, play him close. Give him Burberry clothes and watch him hang from the rope. Weren't you told not to play on the bridges that you burn? I'm falling down, I'm taking you with me. Oh, here's my girl, I'm glad you called. I met my demise and now it is time that I must go. Just promise me our song will never end when the mic checks. Yeah, I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. Yeah, baby.